moved into my current apartment 2 years ago. It's a one-bedroom on the top floor of an older 3-story building in a quiet part of the city. Nothing fancy, but it's peaceful, and the rent was manageable, so I took it. The first 6 months were fine. Occasionally I'd hear creaks above me, but I figured it was just the old wooden beams settling. That's what I told myself anyway. Then, things started to get off. One night, I got home late from work around 1 a.m. I was exhausted and threw my bag on the couch. As I stepped into my bedroom, I heard what sounded like a soft dragging noise above me, right above my ceiling. I froze and listened. Silence. Maybe it was the wind, maybe I was just tired. But then, over the next few weeks, it kept happening. Always late at night. Scraping, movement, sometimes even a soft thud. There was no apartment above mine. Just the attic. A dusty crawl space that could only be accessed through a ceiling hatch in my hallway. One morning, I decided to check it out. I grabbed a stepladder, pushed open the hatch, and peeked in with my phone flashlight. It looked empty. Cobwebs, old insulation, dust, but something caught my eye. At the far end, barely visible, I saw what looked like a pile of clothes. Not mine, not the landlord's. They were worn out, old, layered in dust, but clearly used at some point. I also saw a crumpled plastic water bottle and an empty granola bar wrapper. Someone had been up there. I immediately called my landlord. He came over, climbed up, and confirmed it. Someone had clearly broken in at some point and used the attic for shelter. We filed a police report, changed the locks, and I tried to forget about it. But I couldn't. Because weeks later, things started disappearing. A pair of shoes, snacks from the kitchen, a hoodie I swore I left on the chair. I started sleeping with my bedroom door locked. Then came the night I'll never forget. It was around 3:20 a.m. when I woke up to a faint tapping sound. Not from above this time, but from my hallway. I sat up in bed, heart racing. The tapping continued, like someone using a fingernail to gently knock on a wooden door. Tap, tap, tap. I stayed frozen for a full minute before quietly grabbing the bat I kept under my bed. When I opened my bedroom door, the apartment was pitch black except for the hallway nightlight. And that's when I saw it. The attic hatch was slightly open. Just a few inches, swinging slightly, as if someone had just climbed down. I backed into my room and called 911. Police arrived within 10 minutes. They searched the entire apartment. And in the attic, they found something I still can't wrap my head around. A makeshift bedding area, blankets I'd known, a bucket, empty food wrappers, and a small journal. It had crude drawings, eyes, windows, my hallway, and one entry that just said, "He sleeps with the TV on. Keeps the door locked now." Someone had been watching me, living above me, coming down while I was at work, or worse, while I was asleep. They never caught the person. But I moved out a week later, and I still wake up some nights at 3:20 a.m., just listening.